In these problems, we are calculating the circumference of circles. And the circumference is the distance all the way around the outside. If this is a round swimming pool and you took a walk from one point and went all the way around back to where you started, you would have walked to the circumference of the swimming pool. There's a formula for circumference, and it is 2 times pi times the radius, or 2 pi r. You can actually do another formula for this one if you don't have the radius, if you have the diameter. And I'm sure you know that the diameter is just twice the radius, so the diameter would be this whole length. But because you have a 2 and an r here, you've already got twice the radius in that formula. So the same formula would just be pi times the diameter. Those are two different looking formulas, but really they're the same thing. 2 times pi times the radius is the same thing as pi times the diameter. In this one, we're given the radius, so I'm going to use this formula up here, and I'm going to plug in what I have. I've got 2 times pi. Now they're telling me use 3.14 for pi. Pi is one of those numbers. It's called an irrational number. The decimals just go on forever, so usually we shorten it a little bit. Here we're going to shorten it to 3.14. So I've got 2 times 3.14, and now I need times r, which is 18.2. And that's what I plug into my calculator. So let me give that a try. 2 times 3.14 times 18.2. And I get a circumference of 114.296. Let's call it 114.3. And our units are centimeters. This is just going to be plain old centimeters because that's a distance. It's not an area. So it's 114.3 centimeters. Let's look at another one. In this one, we're given the diameter, the whole width across. And remember, formula for circumference is 2 pi r, which is the same as pi times the diameter. So instead of saying, what's the radius here, let's divide 3.1 in half, we can just skip that step and simply multiply pi, and we're going to use 3.14 again for pi, times the diameter, which is 3.1. Probably want to get out your calculator for that again, unless you're really good at multiplying decimals in your head. 3.14 times 3.1, and I get 9.734. Let's just call it 9.7. And again, our dimensions were in centimeters, and that is our answer. So that's a little bit about how to figure out the circumference, the distance around a circle.